Hi, my name is Catherine, and today we are playing The Sinking City. Let's continue our game. Oh no, they share a bit similar features.
One fatal round through the forehead.
What was
no
that?
Accident. This was deliberate.
Did it die? What was it? The fudge! Look at that! What is that? So I guess we found his son then. And what the heck is that? Some kind of whale? I don't even want to know. The creature came through here. Just one hit, just in case I'm in danger. Why is this room here if there is nothing in this room? Can I take him down?
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Let's use our vision, just in case we might be able to see something more. Oh, that's just disgusting. Oh. What is that? Something coming from up there. Okay, but they were upper floor, so let's go to the upper floor then. Did I miss anything in here? No, probably not. Let's go upstairs. I'm gonna keep the vision on. Oh, yeah. Just in case. Okay, so here is Albert, I guess. And here's something. What is this? A pocket.
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained note. Louis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fast snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. So Peter is writing to Louis. Peter is running some sort of supply channel. So something maybe to do with the prohibition? Prohibition. However do you call it? Let's go to Mind Palace. Let's combine these two. Louis may be at the bar. Louis, the innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont port. Yeah, he probably fled because he knew that Albert's father hates innsmouthers. Louis pursued Albert after he fled and continued to shoot at him. Maybe that was the reason why he pursued Albert. Let's try. Louis may have wanted Albert dead. Louis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Rather than just drive him off. We need to talk with Louis before we know what is the truth here. Albert was murdered. I found the body of Albert Throgmorton in the basement of a warehouse not far from the fisherman's house. He was fatally shot in the head, impaled on hooks, and then hidden. Bloodstained note. This we read. Torn piece of jacket. Yeah, alongside with the bloodstained note in the warehouse where Albert Throgmorton fled. Yes. I've seen some strange creatures around. Your son was murdered. Goodbye. let's deliver the bad news.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I don't know if showing him any empathy really works. He doesn't seem like the kind of man who appreciates empathy. So let's stick to the business. We did our part.
So, I've found Albert like you asked. Now will you answer my questions?
What kind of a man are you, newcomer? My son is dead, his murderer still loose, and you expect me to listen to your pointless natter? I want Albert's killer here now. Everything else will wait. Tell me you know who he is.
A fisherman named Louis? I can't be sure yet. I don't know if it's actually Louis. So, I mean, all the evidence points to Louis, but we are not sure, so let's not cause any kind of, I don't know, mob lynching or something. Just in case Louis is actually innocent and something else happened, something that we do not know yet about.
I don't know exactly. I have some suspects, but I need to investigate further.
What kind of private eye are you?
A thorough one. When I find him, I'll tell you.
Yes.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with anything you need.
Okay, so we need to go to the... What the fudge is that? Look at that! What is that? Ugh! Ugh! No! Don't! If you're attacking me... No, don't bring your friends. Let's not do that. Let's take a look at our map and... Let's first of all pin our evidence. It's this. Let's pin it. Under the keel bar exit. Under the keel. So let's go there. Was that the place? Well, let's visit it. Under the keel bar. Oh, is that person okay?
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
No, 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 no. That's not an option. If I find food, I will bring it to you. Oh, I love that mouth sound. Oh, such beautiful music. Oh, that's great.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Okay. Wow, look at these wet, seaweed-ridden floors. What is this?
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Do tell!
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Okay. Our resources will be scarce. This game warned us about it, but let's give her one bullet.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Let's be polite.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Well, I can't wait for that either. Let's figure out. I think this is a good time to save my game. Okay.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I need to find Louis Flynn. I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Let's begin with this.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Louis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
No, I appreciate that. That's amazing. You want him gone? I can help. You're harboring a criminal.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Louis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throg. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, knock it off!
Oh, I just wanted to talk with you. Sorry. Let's go to our casebook. Bartender's key. Let's pin this evidence. And go find Louis. What is this? Oh, that's daring. That's a daring photo. Oh, more daring ladies. Oh, these are the kind of photos I don't need to censor. I wonder what the heck happened to Louis. What is the true story here? Let's try this door. Yeah.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
How did it all happen? You killed Albert. Why? Why do you look like that? That's a rude question. Let's begin with this. I feel like this is placing the blame to him too strongly, at least for now.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Okay, so something took over you and you killed Albert?
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out I was right.
So, I don't know, maybe some sort of feud between these two races or something? I think we know why the Innsmouthers hate the Throgmortons, but maybe there is more to that story as well. Let's ask this question.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
So maybe some kind of, I don't know, force bringing up these kind of intense emotions or something? Why do you look like that? Your actions look deliberate. What's a grand family? Let's ask this.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
So why are most of the Blackwoods gone? I kind of would really like to ask this question just to establish if this race has anything to do with the same lore as what can be found from H.P. Lovecraft's books. Don't get me wrong, I totally have not read all of them. Let's ask this. I'm sorry if I'm super rude. I probably am.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I don't.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouthers' bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
And you should be.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
But something clearly happened to all of you. Something took over Albert. I mean, the guy we spoke with in the upstairs room, he clearly seemed like he's not doing okay, and now this.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I think there is more to this than just ending another person because of the rage. I'm gonna choose this option. I won't tell him, or I think about it. Maybe let's not make any promises. I'll think about it. I like that both of these options are kind and not cruel.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Well, let's have a deal.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
We are not the good guy in this game. and if we are gonna be... we're not gonna make always the kindest and best choices, and that is what I'm gonna just be living with. Mind Palace. Louis was affected by hysteria, Albert was murdered. I think this is it. And we need to choose. Louis was aware of his actions. Louis was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert Throgmorton. Or Louis was mentally affected. Louis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. I think they were all somehow mentally affected because of maybe what Albert brought to the house with him when he came back from the sea, so I'm gonna choose this. What is this? Okay, I need to make some choices. Louis was mentally affected, Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. I think Albert spread hysteria around him. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. Yeah. Louis was under mental influence. Louis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. And what are these? Some other things, okay. Let's go to our lore section. Clearly we have something here, which is the fortune teller's prophecy. Let's take a look at it once more. Generous sea, old and new, hard hearts against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But we will only see that from inside a metal cage. Let's try to keep those words in mind. I have a feeling they might be important in the future. Louis Flynn's testimony. I found Louis Flynn, the Innsmouth fisherman that killed Albert Throgmorton, hiding at the local bar in the port. He admitted that he was at the crime scene but can't remember how exactly he killed Albert Throgmorton. He claims that he was under mental influence just like the other fishermen at the house and that he was not in control of himself. He asked me not to give him up to Robert Throgmorton. Throgmorton. I can either reveal Louis's whereabouts to Robert Throgmorton or save him and lie to Robert. Yeah. Let's take a look at our surroundings a bit. What's in here?
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Okay. That's perfectly fine, officers. We don't mean to antagonize you. Let's take a look at this place. What's in here? Can we go around, maybe? I have a feeling that we still need to go and talk with Mr. Throgmorton. I'm just taking a look at all the places in case we might be able to find some supplies in order to make some more ammunition. Can we? Oh no, we cannot. Can we go back? Oh no, we cannot. Let's not. Oh no, this is not good. Oh, we can swim. What is happening? How do we get on the shore? This is not good. Oh no. Oh no, tentacles! No! Tentacles or eels? That's not good. There's no way I can, like, resist them while I'm in the water. So this is how you die. This is what happens when you end up in water. Damn, now we know. Knowledge is power. Okay, can we talk with you?
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Let's return to Mr. Throgmorton and his dogs, I guess. I think we need to talk with him once more. I've seen some strange creatures around. The murderer is dead. Lie. The murderer is at the bar. Goodbye. Let's ask about these creatures, even though I don't think he will give us any answers.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Which one am I gonna choose? I think I will lie. I do not respect this man, and I believe there is something more to this case. I don't trust this privileged person, even though I get that they are grieving. Their son is dead. He died in a horrible way. But I think there's more to this case than what we see at the moment.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm trying to find the source of my visions, or I'm investigating cases of insanity. Let's not tell him we are experiencing visions. Let's say we are investigating cases of...
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Why a geological expedition or any link between visions and hysteria? Let's ask this first.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
And our additional conversation options are: you think the flood is unnatural, or any discoveries so far?
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Oh, so he came back and he was... what, unconscious? And also when he came back to his senses, he was distraught and, I don't know, kept... Well, we saw him kind of levitate over the bed. So something clearly happened during that expedition then. Are these two events linked? I'm gonna ask this one.
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Let's ask if he has anything else to say about the expedition.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Let's talk payment.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
That's also interesting. Bullets, so what? Everyone are so deeply afraid of their safety that the bullets have raised in value? Am I understanding this correctly? And this happened after the flood. I mean, look at our surroundings. Clearly, the flood was remarkable. We see all these creatures and all the rubble and nets and boat parts and everything all over the place. So clearly the flood was a significant event which happened. But I'm gonna continue from here in the next episode, and I hope you will join me again as I play The Sinking City.